ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode with beautiful, amazing, a mother, friend, and a businesswoman.
Charlene Waldron.
Welcome to the show, Charlene.
Thank you, Abby.
How are you keeping?
I'm good. Slightly nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
It's normal conversation we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's Christmas going so far?
I'm not very well prepared now, to be honest. I'm only halfway there, but I'll get it done. I'm just too busy with work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weekend I'll get it done.
This weekend it's gonna be so busy. Like outside, like where are you going? Like I'm looking for the shopping as well for my two daughters as well. It's gonna be.
I think Blanchardstown will be up there for 9 in the morning.
Jeez. It's going to be Blanchardstown is always busy. The busiest spot I think is Blanchardstown.
Yeah, but just everything's under one roof, isn't it? Just
yes, that's the good things. That's the good things.
Easy. I'll do a lot online over the weekend as well, but like.
I'm not an online person at all.
I'm not great at it either. I prefer to go in and shop. I like the experience. I like to see stuff, and I like to tick it off the list when I go home and say, I got that. I'm not waiting on it. Like
You need to watch, like I'll have to go see what's happening there, and then whatever I like, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
Online things, I don't like look at the picture, and it's nothing there.
Yeah.
And when you receive, it's different stuff. And
for the kids, it's
how is
easier.
business?
It's really good at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us about your business.
I have 3 businesses,
Wow.
2 kind of main ones. So I have Flawless Aesthetics Clinic, Elegant Events Ireland, and Salon Interiors Dublin. Elegant Events I have the longest, I think about 9 years. Officially it's probably registered 7, but I started out doing candy carts about 9 or 10 years ago when my little boy was young, and that eventually grew into what Elegant Events is today. Flawless, I have about 6 years, but I'm a beautician, qualified probably about 16 years, and I had a salon about 15 years ago for a couple of years. And then that grew into a third business, which is Salon Interiors, which is not that busy just because I can't split myself in 3. And then I have a 4th business, Pendant, which is Bespoke Baby, which is bespoke nursery furniture.
Okay. Do you have a business partner?
No.
No, just so yourself.
Just myself.
And how do you run 3 businesses? And as a mother as well? What's the...
Not very well balanced. I'm a very poor timekeeper, but I'm a very hard worker. I just wing it most of the time. My days are planned well in advance. Get up at 5, go to the gym for 6 most days. Get the kids to school, come home, do another training session Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:30, then go to work for 11. I only work 2.5 days in the salon. My sister works for me, and then events on the weekend. It's tough, but I just get there.
What's event do you have on the weekend?
My kids suffer.
What's event do you have on the weekend?
Say that again, sorry.
What kind of event do you have on the weekend?
Could be anything from like 24th birthday party to a wedding, corporate event, christening, baby shower. We cover everything like.
What's the most expensive wedding party you ever did?
Ooh, about 16,000.
16,000. Boys, did you hear that? She pays 16. 16. You have to make sure you have money, lads, because I had these boys ready to marry as well. And what's the hardest time you see a client during organise the wedding party?
It's not really hard, to be honest with you. I love my job. Most of the time in events I don't even meet my clients. It's all done through social media or a phone call. I will do a venue walk with a bride, but very rare that needs to happen. Would normally just send me pictures, we do a vision board, and I go in and work the magic.
But if they're not going to come up see the hall or tell you I want this design, I want my chair, this looks like, the table looks supposed to be, the ceiling.
Yeah, well that will all be done beforehand, like through a vision board and stuff like that. They'll send me pictures of what they like off Pinterest or off my page and say, I want this but in this colour scheme, and so on and so forth. We'll get a video of the room, I'll talk the plan through, and then I just go in and do it. I normally wait for the bride to come in on the day when the photographer comes to make sure they're happy with everything before I leave. I had the candy carts. Then I started to rent the cherry blossom trees for weddings. Then I bought flower walls, and at this stage nobody in Dublin was doing what they're doing now. I actually brought this to the Dublin market for parties.
There's so many right now at the moment. Everybody doing this, everyone doing this,
I was the first.
Is that big market in it?
It's huge now, but for a long time I would have been one of the only people that would have had a dance floor, flower walls, that did everything under the one roof. I'm not now. There's loads.
And you brought this business in Ireland. They're
I won't
supposed to
say
be
in Ireland because there was a lot of big companies doing corporate events, but definitely in Dublin and in inner city Dublin,
Yeah.
I was the one to bring the market for flower wall stands for us for 21st, for christenings, because it was never really heard of. I think my stepdaughter Tia was the first to have like a full room decor for 21st. Before that, it might have been the odd balloon art, or there was nothing on the scale of what's out there now. I was definitely the start of all of that, yeah.
They have to say thank you to you. Like you brought the
Well,
idea
I mean,
in Dublin.
I got inspiration from other people, and even today a lot of people, like I'd meet a lot of vendors when I'm out doing events, and they'd say, God, Charlene, you're the OG in this, we followed you years ago, and that's nice. And a lot of companies I would work with now or pass work on to, or they'd pass work on to me. Probably have 3 or 4 that I'm really, really tight with and do a lot of work with now.
Did you do any event like, and he say, we signed the contract, you're gonna do it, and he say, why I did that? You don't like it, the personality, or money wise, or the way they ask it.
Not really. Like I only had one difficult customer recently, but I've never really experienced that in all the years, to be honest.
Never.
No. I rarely get to meet people face to face, and I tend to get on with a lot of people anyway. And if I don't like your energy, I won't work with you from the beginning. I can read energy. I've done a lot of energy work. So if I sit in your company or I'm on the phone and it just doesn't feel right, I'll know from the beginning, and I won't go through with it.
You just say like any dream you have, you just make it happen.
Well, I believe anybody has the power to do that, but yeah.
And then take me through that, like, you know, when the dream you have, you're overnight ahead, because you have like the 4th business coming up soon next year about the baby stuff.
So how do I manifest,
Yeah.
or why?
How do you manifest?
I suppose everything starts with a thought. A thought is the language of the brain. Thoughts become emotions, which is the language of the body. And then you create action, which is a plan to get to your dream, because a dream without action will always be a dream. And then you just start to make steps. And it's like, I remember reading in The Secret years ago, you can travel from New York to California in a car, and all you'll ever see with your headlights on is 2 meters ahead. So you don't never have to see the whole way. You just could take it step by step. And that's how it happened for me. It just happened organically, and you learn as you go. You learn from your mistakes. You don't have to know everything. I still don't know everything. But just the belief that you can do something, and the hard work and ethic behind it to make it happen. That's all you need.
Do you have a mentor?
I do now, but I'm in business a long time before this. But this man has changed my thoughts and my thinking over the last, I think I'm only enrolled about 7 weeks, but I've seen massive growth, especially in the salon, in the last 2 months. Like I've went from probably having between 10 and 20 clients a week to having 50 this week. I know it's Christmas, but like really, really massive. And just a change in my overall, for instance, not being worried that I haven't got Christmas sorted, just that you'll get there, you'll do it, having gratitude for everything. Yeah, it's and I had all these chills before, but it's had a massive impact on me.
See, as long as you get up every morning and then you're faithful to yourself, you know, you will make the target, whatever you want to make it happen, you know. You have like a 50 client this week, maybe in January you're going to have more client, you know, because if you have like every week you have a target, say I want to have 50, and your target in January is going to be 60, you will make it happen, because the way you describe it is going to be easy for you to make it happen.
Well, I mean, it's not easy. You have to get up and struggle every day and work, and it's hard to balance businesses and family life, especially being a single mother. And I always feel like I'm not giving my kids enough, but you can only do your best.
How, you know, just you talk about a single mother, like, take me through your single mother, because there's so many single mother up there. They don't really care about the kids, and some of them they're raised, some of them they're not. Obviously, you know, and we know all about this. You know, take me there. At least can they learn something from you? Like, you're running like 4 different businesses, and you're a single mother, and you still have time to doing the show coming in tonight, and you still have time going to the gym to look after yourself. And obviously, like, I know you went to holiday with your own family last week.
Yeah.
How did you make all this time, and you're going to be the best mother as well?
Well, I don't think I'm the best mother, but you just have to want to make it happen. I'm a real good doer. I'm not one for sitting around. So if somebody has 3 hours, they might sit down and watch TV. I don't do that. Say, right, we can go to the cinema, kids, or we can go to the park. I get up at 5 o'clock. That's how I get to go to the gym every day. I mean, and I've great help around me. My mum and my sister have 2 childminders that I just couldn't live without. So yeah, with a lot of help.
Not by yourself.
Well, not by myself. Now, obviously, the kids have to be in good hands while I'm working. They go to school and creche. But if it wasn't for my family, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now.
You see, anything in your life you want to do, you need to have a team. You cannot do by yourself.
Takes a village to rear a
Yes,
child.
what I believe, what I'm look at myself like, what at my team, I'm absolutely nothing. I cannot even drink a glass of water because I have a fantastic team. They doing a great job. Obviously, these boys doing fantastic, and they know everything more than me. They has access to all the social media. Team is very important, obviously, but you're a lucky person. You have your parents, your mom, your sister look after your kids the most because the kids is very important in their life. And what's the biggest target you have in 2023? It was happening already. Because 2023 will be ended soon, less than 3 weeks.
Well, I wanted to do a mentoring program, which I'm doing.
Yeah, and you did it.
And I'm doing it, yeah. I wanted to get fit, which I'm really happy with where I'm at now with my fitness. And I've always been like training and stuff, but I've never been this consistent. And I wanted to grow Flawless and add to the list of treatments I was doing, which I've massively done over the last couple of months. I want to open Flawless as an academy, but I just haven't had the time to finish my teacher training. But that will go into 2024. I think I put too much on myself all at once, and I don't have the time to fit everything in. So that's definitely going to be one of the main goals in 2024, will be for Flawless to be an academy.
Okay. And then what's the target in 2024, part of your philosophy in the business ways?
I want to open, so right now we open 3 days a week, and I'm not too focused on the monetary end of it, but I want to have 2 more staff members and a receptionist, because it's only me and my sister now, and I used to have a receptionist, and then I just realised that, look, I can kind of do without it. But as we're getting busier now, and the rollover and clients one after the other, I think I need 2 more staff, and then I can possibly take a step back, because I'm not very good at delegating at all. I want to do everything myself. I want to oversee everything. And with doing that, you're going to constantly work in your business instead of growing your business.
Like, can you not hire like a area manager or a CEO or somebody who can do all this for
I mean,
you
I'm
yourself?
not at that scale. I will have to hire a receptionist and another esthetician, but this work is so precise. I know what I'm doing. Like, even my sister works for me and she's very good, but to get somebody else in to inject your clients,
But you can't do this 7 days a week. You need like somebody to do this, like a team to do it.
Right now,
like,
I
you
only
need to
work
trust
2.
somebody.
Yeah,
You have
I
to
know.
trust somebody, like a manager, general manager, or a CEO.
This is my goal for 2024, is to have manager slash receptionist.
You're looking for
and
a
take
female
on-
manager or a male manager?
Female.
Female. Experience is
Girl power.
important.
Experienced in salons,
Yeah.
aesthetics, and just to have good people skills. It's all about energy. It's all about kindness.
Education is important.
Yes and no, because I mean, I left school after my leaving cert. I think you can learn as you go. I mean, if you're a quick learner, if I think that you're a good person, you're quick off the mark, I'm not going to look at your CV and say, no, you're not for me. I think I'm a good judge of character.
Would you judge me?
Of course I judge you. I
Okay.
judge you the moment I met you. Isn't that what we do as humans?
If you when you left your school, the leaving cert, and you didn't continue any college or any degree.
Well, I mean, I didn't go to 3rd level education.
Yeah.
I went and started working in pharmacy, and then I trained in pharmacy to be a pharmacy technician. Then I went down to do college at night. So I've never been out of training for the last 10 or 15 years, but I didn't go on to like a university. I was actually the first person, I think, out of 23 grandchildren to do a leaving cert in my family. 3rd level education just wasn't where we came from or what we did. None of my family were self-employed or anything like that. We just didn't come from that background.
Like you just self-train and become a businesswoman
Well, I
and
mean,
your whole family.
I had great backup behind me with my mum and my dad, and to be fair to
There's
me,
no business background back of your family.
No, to be fair to my ex-husband, he would have been great support when I started the business, and he would have had a bit of a business background, so.
Not your family, not your blood-wise.
No.
Okay. What else? Tell us about if somebody wants to start a business, May 30, What's your advice for them?
If somebody wanted to start a
A
business,
business mid-30.
I mean, it's never too late. You can always do it. Like, I don't believe. Did you hear the story about the KFC guy? He
Yeah.
went around for 20 years trying to sell his chicken, and he only opened his first KFC at 79. Like, how many KFCs are there now? So it's never too late. If you have a dream and you have the ability to pursue it, just go for it. But it has to be a burning desire inside. You have to have passion.
You have to have a passion. You have to
or
work
just
hard.
Don't bother.
You know what I say to my team, and I say like, always better days are always coming. You only need a passion, no regret. Just life is just lessons. It's only have to keep going, and it's nothing easy, to be honest. You have to work hard. You have to earn everything. You cannot sleep 24/7, and you say like there's nothing there. It's nothing for me. You have to chase. You have to chase people, follow people, whatever they want. You can get whatever you need, and that was the life.
It's either in you or it's not. I think it's all about mindset. Like, people can be complacent and be comfortable at a certain stage of their life, and they don't want to aim higher. I'm not there. I want more out of life. I want to know everything about everything. I just want to know, like, if we talk about something now, I have to go off and learn everything about it, because that's just who I am. Like, soak up all the knowledge. If anybody wants to know anything about anything in my family, they ring me. Like, Charlene will know that. She'll know that.
Who's Charlene anyway? Who's exactly Charlene?
I don't know. I asked myself this question a couple of months ago. I was going through divorce. Well, not divorce yet, but separation after like 17, 18 years. 2 kids, working. I just felt like I'm always mum. I'm always the boss. Who was I outside of that? And I'd done a lot of soul work and stuff. I'd done a lot of meditation, advanced meditation. I'd done everything from Feng Shui to Reiki, to spiritual boot camps, to ayahuasca, Kambo, Bufo, you name it. And I think I just kind of found that, like, kind of the soul's journey was what I was doing, because I started to question myself and asking myself what made me happy. And I've started to make more time for me to socialise, to go to the gym, to eat healthy, to meditate, to sit down and read, because before I wasn't doing that, I was throwing myself into work. I was running away from my feelings. So here was Charlene. Charlene is a kind, intelligent, hard-working, powerful businesswoman and great mother.
When you say you're the boss, like, it means your family, friends calling you for advice, or only your team?
Family and friends mostly, to be honest. I don't have a big team.
Right. Are they because you're the most successful woman on your family? And then do you receive a lot of phone calls? They ask for advice, or they want to do
not even about business. Like, from the time that I worked in pharmacy, everybody would have rang because I would have known a lot about medicine. Can I give the child this? Can I give the child that? I kind of have that teacher energy about me. And I'm very much a leader personality, so people would seek advice, not because I'm successful, because very rarely people will ring me and ask me about aesthetics or events. It's kind of more general life, to be honest.
Right. Are you a good friend with them?
Yeah.
Would you lie for them?
Would I lie?
Yeah.
No.
They ask for a business advice, say no, don't do this, and you know that business successfully, say no, don't do it.
No. Why?
No.
That's pity.
Right.
I think there's enough out there for everybody.
Exactly.
And what you give out to the world, you get back.
Exactly.
Such thing as karma. Karma can be good, karma can be bad, but karma will get you.
Goes around Cameron, is it?
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. I always believe and always very conscious from soul work of all my thoughts, of everything that I say and do. I might even give out about somebody in traffic. A few minutes later I'll apologise to their angels because I don't want the karma.
What's the best advice you ever received?
Not to quit. Doesn't
Don't
matter
give up.
how much you fail.
Don't give up.
It's better to fail big than to not fail at all.
I'm agree with you. Fail big. I think anybody fail, you have to learn by your failing, 100%. And you're going to grow quicker.
Every mistake I've ever made in my life shaped me into a better person. Very little regrets. And that's good to say at nearly 40. I regret very little.
You have no regret in your life?
I won't say none, but I'd say very little.
What's one thing regret you have?
Probably relationship choices younger on, or maybe the odd even business choice, fights, things that I've said, but they're very little. Things that I've come to peace with now.
If you give like one advice in relationship for a woman's girls, single mother, what's going to be?
Clear communication.
That's all.
That's it. You can communicate properly, everything else will go straightforward.
Right. What's the bad advice you ever received? Right. What would you think was happening in Dublin? What was your advice for them?
For what happened in Parnell Street?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any advice. The government have a lot to answer for. It's just very sad. Very, very sad. Poor children coming out of school.
Do you think the guard did a good job or they failed the job?
I mean, it's not really up to the police. The police are left with a fucking... What can they do? Do you know what I mean?
They can handle it in a better situation.
Well,
They can handle it in a better
police,
way. Like.
honestly, I think a lot of them do. They're getting flack because they're government employees, but there's a lot of people out there that are government employees. They are only human too, and they're out there to do a job. I mean, the riots and all were disgraceful, and I don't think that the media focus should have been on that. Like, it came off the children, it should have stayed there.
If anybody hurt you, what would you do?
I'm bored of them.
I'll do the same things. Like
Yeah, 100%.
I
Yeah,
will.
the maternal instinct.
Yeah, it's every single mother has right. The kid's going to be safe on the way home because we pay fucking taxes.
Listen,
You know.
the protection that a mother feels for her child is second to none. It really is.
One advice for 2024 for people listening.
Follow your dreams.
Anything
Work hard
else?
to get there.
Like all my question is done. Now it's all yours. You have a few minutes. The mic is all yours. Was a good debate.
What's your advice for 2024 for parents rearing young children?
Try to be who you are. Don't copy other parents. Try to teach your kids the right way. If you're a single mother, don't use your kids as a weapon for a father. Okay? If you're a single mother, and if you have the kids, I'm saying the father as well, do not involve the kids, whatever happened between two couples.
That's very good advice. I agree 100%.
Do not lose your head. I think any parents use the kids as a weapon. The thing is like she's move on, you move on. Only the side effect get is the kids.
100%.
Because I am dealing with this and I saw what happened to my kids. Like I didn't see my kids for 8 months. It's really painful. I don't want to go for it. It's really very, very painful. And then don't try to please for each parents. Tell your kids read book.
Yeah.
Even like 20 minutes a day, just sit with them. And you can have your own book, she can have your own book, or he can have his own book. Try to be for your own kids for 20 minutes, daily basis. 20 minutes is nothing. Teach your kids the right things, doing the makeup or doing like a tracks. You're going to buy them like a expensive tracks. You are taking them to nice, expensive salon. Like, I don't think so that kids could be learn anything from them. Teach them to be a right kids in the society. Make them stronger physically and mentally.
Yeah, that's very good advice, especially about the kids. I don't believe in using kids as weapons. See it happen around me all the time, and you're only going to make a broken adult in the long run.
There's so many parents I know that use the kids as a weapon. And the thing is, like, the court system, it's so corrupt. They don't give a banana to your kids.
Yeah,
at
I've
all.
never had to have the court system, thank God. It's just,
I've been there. I've been many, many times. I'm telling my experience, and my friend been there. The court system, they don't give anything about your kids.
I think the court system for a lot of families is just mudslinging between the mother and father, and it's never about the kids. And for anybody that I know that's been down it, it's about making each other look bad instead of finding a road that's best for the kids, and that's very sad.
You see, the problem is in the court system, like in a society, I'm talking about general, not me, not your general stuff. There is always 3 sides of story. Like my side story, your side, and the truth part. The truth always disappear.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be defending myself. If you're going to be defending yourself, the truth always disappear. And the person that get affected is the kids.
Well, you see, the mind can only hold its own version of the truth as well. So your version of the truth will be completely different to somebody else's. And that's not even a lie. That's just human psychology.
It is. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. But I think I can't talk so much about it because I have a court case that's coming up. You know, I have to be careful in what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good debate we have.
Really
Thank
was.
you for
Enjoyed
coming
that.
in.
Yeah, you're
And
welcome.
then thanks for your time. Hopefully in next 2024 in January, you have like 100 clients per week. And
We'll
then
have to get more staff.
you should get more staff. You should bring more staff, you know. And then me and my 2 girls coming up, you know, make sure you look after them.
100%. Yeah.
And then thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.